as we welcome in the head coach, Ginger High Colvin, and Campbellsville now 13-0 in conference play.
Yep.
Victory number 27 on the season. Keep this ball rolling. I know this was a big one here at home on senior night.
It was, and you know, we talked about the Georgetown game and how that was a tough one because we knew this would be an emotional game, and that's really why we do senior night. A lot of people probably wonder why we don't do it before our game, but we get attached to these kids and they get attached to one another, and we want to win that game. We want to focus on that game, and so, you know, we do that, and, you know, we go up here afterwards and have a little get-together with our families, and I just can't say enough about our team and how well they played. Shawnee's extremely talented, and they're just a good team. And obviously Ashton Lovely didn't play tonight, and I think she's a little gimped up, a knee, I think, not sure, but, you know, it's a good win against a team that's going to be really good during the conference tournament. It's a team that's going to be really good going into the national tournament.
Given the kind of rivalry with the success of the two programs of recent years and senior night, it felt like early in the game maybe a lot of nervous energy.
Yeah.
The first 12 to maybe 15 minutes, it looked like the two teams started to settle in right before the halftime break.
They did, and, you know, it's a big game for them as well. They're not, you know, they're not down and not out by any means. So it's just a type that, you know, you want to win those games. We haven't been beat on our home floor this year. It's not been mentioned, and we didn't want to get beat on our home floor tonight, so that was a big win for us.
Madison Faulkner finishes with 18 off the bench, Coach, 9 rebounds, and she and Jordan Dorm kind of flip spots. Dorm gets the start on senior day, and the roles may have been reversed, but the outcome was quite the same. Faulkner just tonight came in off the bench, but she had the energy and a hot hand with her.
Yeah, and you know, when you can get those three kids rolling, you've got a lot going on with Stu and Faulkner and Jordan. Jordan had 9 points at the half and was hampered with foul trouble the entire time. So, you know, that was one thing that I feel like we went at the half up 5, and Jordan had played very limited minutes. I think if she could have played, because they really just didn't have an answer for her, and I thought we did a really good job getting her the ball, and so it was you know, a great way for those kids to go out on senior night.
And Madison Kaiser had been slowed a little bit over the last few weeks. I know she wanted to produce here on senior night, of course, and 16 points, maybe that gets her going again.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, she had some big shots for us. I thought Lexi Lake hit a huge shot for us. I can't remember. It was maybe the third quarter. And, you know, she hit four threes our last game, and we needed her to see the bottom of the bucket. I think if our guards can start seeing the ball go through some, I think we're going to really benefit from that.
Savannah Gregory, my pick for Conference Player of the Year. We got a little ways to go on that. 16 and 9 tonight to go with 7 steals. She continues to be a factor all over the floor. I thought maybe one of the biggest points in the second quarter, she got a steal down on the far end. May have hit it off her leg or something, tapped it up to herself, and then came right back. I think she drew a foul a little bit later down on that end, so she was really causing havoc. Yeah,
I felt like we were active. I felt like we did a really good job with it, and they're so hard to guard because they spread our zone out so much. And we really worked on that this week. And I thought, all in all, we did a pretty good job with it. And but, you know, they're just a really hard guard. Their guards, I can't say enough about Cummings. I think she's one of the best, if not one of, you know, the best in the league. And she's a tough guard. She's quick. She handles it well. If you cut her off, she's got the best floater of any girl I've ever watched play. So it's you know, it's a great team, and that's a great win for us.
And it's a Shawnee State team that, with their success over the last few years, a lot of upperclassmen on that team that they rely on. But you start to see some of that youth that Coach Nickel has brought in with Marnay Holland and Natalie Zukowski. Cassie Bentley had moments. They've got some really good young pieces that they're, you know, trying to blend in as well.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, those kids, they've got great hands. They're agile. They can step out and shoot it a little bit. So, again, that just adds to the fact that they're hard to guard. And, you know, I just can't say enough about my kids, how proud I am of them.
Well, Coach, this is a big win here tonight. Now you'll turn your attention to a U-Pike team that is playing very well down the stretch of the season. You'll have to go to Pikeville, and this one won't be an easy one this coming weekend.
Absolutely not. I think right now U-Pike's playing as well as anybody in the league. I don't know the score from their game with Georgetown, but they run the dribble drive. It's under Coach Williams, and they've done an outstanding job with it, an outstanding job. And they don't have just that just super standout player. Burbridge has played really good as of late, but they just play super. They remind me of us as much as they share the ball and as much as they play well together.
Let you have a moment to maybe reflect on some of these seniors. You'll recognize 4 here in a minute. You talked about it a little bit there, but 4 important young ladies played their last game here in the Powell Center tonight with Madison Stewart and Madison Kaiser, Jordan Dorham, and also Alexis Calhoun.
Yep.
I know you mentioned it's an emotional night, but I'll give you just a moment or two to kind of what those Lady Tigers mean to you.
Oh, I can't put it into words what they mean to me. You know, those kids, they're basketball players, and they're very good basketball players, but they're our family. They're my family, and they will be forever now. We go through a lot together. We're a program that prides ourselves on winning, and we're a program that I think does a really good job on the floor. But I think the most important thing with those kids is who they are off the floor. I just don't worry about them. I don't worry about their conduct. I don't worry about them being a team player. They're the most unselfish group of kids I've been around, and I just love them, and I can't say enough good things about them. I wish I could put it into words, but I just love those kids, and I'm so proud of them.
Coach, congratulations on this one. We'll see you here in a bit for senior night at halftime, and we'll do it again on Saturday.
All right, thank you.
Coach Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers victorious here this evening as they knock off Shawnee. State final score 84-63.